This is definitely a surprise, but I didn't think we would get any kind of, like, I thought I was just straight up wrong about the weekly trailer thing, just because apparently it happened at China Joy. I don't know if there's an event going on right now, but I don't think if SNK had an event, I think if SNK had an event, they wouldn't show Rock Howard as their premier character. So I'm thinking we might be getting weekly or bi-weekly trailers for City of the Wolves. Because we've seen a chunk of characters, but we've barely even scratched the surface of characters shown off in the key art, and also their voice lines. We haven't seen any of the voice lines from but Rock Howard trailer. I think we kind of know what to expect from here, but if next week or the week after next we see a Terry Bogard trailer, then I guess my theory is correct. Right, this is the stage, right? We're not gonna see like Geese Tower or some shit.
Gonna take you for a ride.
This is his
Try to
theme.
keep up, alright?
Right. Oh my god. Off of a counter? What? It does a ground bounce? Yeah, that level 3 is really lame.
Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Okay, so they're gonna have the voice actors do their voiceover of saying Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, there isn't a ton to break down that we don't already know about, right? Because we've seen a lot of gameplay of Rock and Terry, and to be honest, I think there's some new stuff here that wasn't in that previous build, not that I saw at least. Like, apparently Shifuken does a ground bounce, and it looks like it only fires off one in this newest build. Or maybe it's just a ground bounce close to the ground. Let's take a look at this closer. Right. Griffin Kato. I think that's how you pronounce it. Right. So, target combo, that kind of real bout style target combo that everyone has. So, I don't know if you cancel into that from that, but I think you either cancel into the EX version or you just follow it up really quickly. I'm not sure entirely. And then, I don't know if, because I think Moon Slasher is also an ender on Rock's, like, running, his, like, command run. Because I've seen him do Moon Slasher a lot more in this recently. This counter, I don't think I've seen a lot of this counter in any of the footage of City of the Wolves. I think I've seen it once or twice. But it still does a ground bounce, or at least is comboable. Right. Dunk. Into... I think this is just level 1. Pretty good basic combo. But yeah. Feint. It doesn't look like it connects, but I think it does actually connect. Yeah, so he does have a moon slap. Oh, okay, it doesn't ground bounce. It just hits them after the ground bounce. Okay, so, hold on. Let's rewind here and see what he actually does. So, feint, uppercut into EX, I think it's a command run into the Moonslasher follow-up into... maybe he does send out 2 of them still, to Aerial Shippuken, which continues the juggle into another EX command run, which he follows up with Dunk, into Rising Tackle, Break, into Super. That is crazy. That is a crazy combo. That's like some shit in KO. That's like above what KO 15 can even do. Like way above what they can do with KO 15. Just like with the special moves alone. But maybe that's like a meter dump thing. Raging Storm. Actually, it looks even better than I think I've seen it in the previous builds. You know, this game keeps getting prettier and prettier. And it's fantastic. Its style is great. I like it a lot. And I think that its gameplay mechanics are extremely promising. And to be honest, a lot of this kind of reminds me of some, like the animation is almost to like the quality I would expect from like a high quality like cartoon, like 3D cartoon, like an Arcane or something like that. I think I haven't watched Arcane, but I do know that it has like a 3D cartoon art style, something like that, where it's hyper stylized but still looks really good. But yeah, City of the Wolves. I'm shocked that there's a Rock Howard trailer at all. So I'm assuming next week we're getting a Terry trailer, then a Hotaru trailer, then a Preacher trailer, and a Tizok trailer. And then after that we're going to start getting into the actual meat and potatoes of what we want to see. If I had to guess, after characters have already been revealed, I'd say we're probably going to see Joe or Andy revealed first. If not Joe or Andy, it's definitely going to be mine. But I thought we were going to see Mai at EVO, so who knows, maybe they're saving her for EVO Japan next year. Actually, I think the game will be out before EVO Japan next year. So I have no idea. Oh, maybe they're saving it for SNK, was it SWC? I think they might save it for that, eventually. There's no way to tell, but, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. I think we'll see a Terry trailer the week after next. I don't think they're going to do weekly trailers. I mean, I know we're like 5 months away from the game, but I don't think there's enough characters to even do that. I mean, well, maybe. Let's see, 5 weeks, 5 times 4, 20. Let's say 6 months from now, or maybe we're half a year away from the game. Just to give it as much time as I think they would realistically have. I think 6 times 5 is 30. And considering they're showing off trailers for these characters, and 30 would kind of be a good, a very, strong starting roster for a Fatal Fury game, especially a game that's returning, that's returning, 20 years later, that people have been probably waiting for, gave up hope for, and now everybody is coming back and looking at, holy shit, Fatal Fury's back. I'd say we're probably going to see a minimum of 25 characters and a maximum of 32. I'm going to say maybe 31 if it's 30 plus the boss character. But I think that realistically we'll see somewhere between 25 to 30. I don't think they're gonna do what Street Fighter 6 did. Like, I think it had 18 character start for its roster, which, you know, the main issue with Street Fighter 6 is its roster size, and SNK has already shown off a lot of characters here. And has already teased even more, and I don't think that's even the full roster, to be honest. Because I think we'll be still missing some, you know, like, huge what characters. Like, you know, Duck King. People want Duck King back. Or, like, I don't know. For me, the character that would probably make me do a backflip in real life would be Sokaku Mizuchi. That guy. You know what I'm talking about. That's who I want back. He's my Fatal Fury main. My favorite Fatal Fury character to play. The other one would be Huajai, but, you know, I'd understand if people got really upset about that one. But he would make the most sense for a main roster character than a DLC character people pay for. Because I don't think SNK would see much return on that. But we have, in total, I think, seen around 12 characters, right? Let's see. Terry, Rock, Hotaru, Tizok, Preacha, Box Reaper, Bijane, Billy Khan, and I know I'm missing one. Billy Khan. And Marco. That's 10. Maybe I'm missing one other one. Let me recount. Cut the previous part out. So I think in total we have around 10 or 12 characters. So Terry, Rock, Hotaru, Tizok, Preacha, Marco Rodriguez, Fox Reaper, Bijane, Kevin Rain, Billy Khan. So I think we've seen 10 characters in total, which is either half the roster or a third of the roster, which I think realistically we're going to see more than we saw in the trailer, or in those teasers, because if that's the case, we'd be missing Mai, Kane, Joe, Andy. I think that's it. So, Mai, Joe, Andy, Kane, Okuchimaru. Looks like 5, and I don't think they're going to do 15 character roster. That'd be smaller than Street Fighter 6, and we all know SNK has done bigger has done at least a minimum of like 1.5 times the amount of characters as Street Fighter. Street Fighter 1, 2 playable characters. Fatal Fury 1, 3 playable characters. Fatal Fury 2, I think, is like probably more similar in roster size to Street Fighter 2. Fatal Fury 3, much larger roster size than, I think, Street Fighter Alpha, at least the original one. That's besides the point. I think we're going to see a pretty big roster, and if we're going to see these trailers weekly or bi-weekly, then I think we have realistically enough time to see them at least bi-weekly. If not, we'll probably see them weekly. Just because of how many characters are already in the game and how many we haven't gotten proper trailers for. So, yeah, I think we're going to see a lot. I think we're going to have a lot of characters to see, and I think that it's going to be promising. I think we're going to see not just not just reused asset flips and a couple fan favorites from Garo. I think we're going to see some characters. I think we're going to see Duck King. I think Duck King is like guaranteed. You know, people want it. I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see the Jin brothers. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Jin brothers. I think we're going to see either going to see a new Kim design, and or the Kim brothers, and I think we're going to also see probably Gato Geki, which is Gato's father. Probably. I'd imagine we're not. I don't think we live in a time where we're not going to see Gato. He's probably going to have a blindfold on. And then I think we're going to see Blue Mary. I think she's also guaranteed, but she's going to have a new design. Probably similar to what she was wearing in those, like, Garo, like, short film thing we had. Taking place, like, a day before Garo Mark of the Wolves. And then I think we're also going to see guaranteed wise, probably Rick Stroud. I think people have wanted him for a long time, and I think we're definitely going to see him. I think DLC wise, we're going to probably see Ken as like the first character, or Ryu, or like Luke, one of the three, as like first DLC character, and then the rest are probably going to be Fatal Fury fan favorites. I can't see SNK putting a Street Fighter character main roster. I don't think that makes any sense. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you to everybody who tuned in. I always appreciate, well, the views for one. That's always nice. I appreciate anyone that leaves a like. I appreciate your comments, whether they are negative or positive. I don't want my comments to just be an echo chamber. So, your feedback is always nice. I always will. I typically will respond unless it's just like some weird one-off comment like "Sono's fork though" or some shit like that. So, you know, I'll do what I can. If you guys have any thoughts. This Rock Howard trailer is definitely not what I was expecting. So, yeah. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.